Yo, it's Bader. I wanted to show you some cards. This would be a Twins. I'm going to show you a lot of Twins stuff. And there's not going to be any tops, upper decks, anything modern. It's all going to be 70s, 80s. But it's BRF. So team issue stuff. That's it. And I was able to acquire a huge lot back in February. I wasn't able to show it. I've been super busy with work. But I'm excited about it. They're harder to find. And if you are a Twins fan and you like the stuff that's a little bit harder to find, these are really, really cool. So what I had received was a 78-79 team greats set. It's 50 cards of the best Twins ever, which is kind of funny because they'd only been around for like 18 years. So there's some players on there that were not greats, but they're on there. We've got postcards from 1978 all the way up to 1986, full sets of everything. The full team sets from 1983 all the way through 87. And that's a big deal because there are 3 Puckett cards in there that are all pretty valuable and very tough to find. So if you're a big Puckett collector, those are great cards to have. So I'm going to show you a couple things. So one, I had put a lot of the sets into binders. So here is what I had done. Here's that Twins Greats set. You see like Killer Brews down there at the bottom corner. That's a very good looking card. Really love that one. Tonio picture is not quite as great. Tony Oliva, one of my favorites. But there's also Camilo Pascual, Bob Allison, Cesar Tovar, many other players that I love, and I count them as vintage. Here we have what they started to look like for the next 4 years. That is what the team sets looks like. This is an 83. So in 83, you have the Kent Hrbek rookie. I'm sorry, 82. Kent Hrbek, Gary Gaddy rookie. You get into the 84s. They all look very similar. And I won't go through all of those. What I'm going to do is I have some of the main cards pulled out and set to the side. I'll show you those. So these are the main cards that I got. This is the big 3. So first off, this is a very difficult card to come by. They're pretty spendy, I would say right now. Just for a ungraded raw one, this is the most expensive of his rookies. It's more expensive, harder to get than his Fleer update, harder than the Tiffany. There's only 71 currently graded. So this is what really piqued me for grabbing this card. This is my 3rd one that I've received. Here's what the backs look like. You'll see BRF right by my index finger right there. And this little right here is saying Park Press. If we look at the other years after that, they won't have the Park Press. But that's the hardest to get of his rookies. I have only seen 3 of these in person in my life. And I own every single one of them, or have owned. Here is the 86. I have 2 of these now. This is my 2nd. This one's much nicer than my 1st, which I was just happy to have. The backs look very much the same, very similar. You'll notice he's in the same pose on the knee, kind of like the 84 Fleer update card, which is great. So I'm going to send that one off as well because that's going to be a display card. And then this one is the first time that they broke away from the exact style there. He's still on his knee there, but the picture quality is fantastic. It looks great. They did not change the back. And that card is hard to find. Now, this is the year that they won the World Series. And what they did was they issued this set, and then at the end of the year, or possibly even into the next year, they have the same exact set, but they have a gold foil here. It says World Champions. And I don't have any numbers on this, but what it looks like is that this is the harder of the 2. It looks like they printed a lot more of the versions with the World Series champs on there. However, it's still not a high quality or a high quantity. There's not a lot of these produced. So I currently have about 16,000 Kirby Puckett cards. Got 3 of these. This is only my 2nd one of these. And this is the 2nd one of this that I've ever gotten. So it shows some of the rarity. The other thing with the BRF is they had the postcards. Postcards are cool. other than storing them. But I'm just going to throw a couple of the highlights real quick. So Rod Crew was in the 78 set. That's it. That was the coolest card, the biggest card in there. Just backs look like that. The next year there was there's not much on it, but one of my personal favorites, Camilo Pascual, was in there. So pull that one to show you. 82 through 84, you've got Viola, you've got Gaetti, you've got Herbeck, which is all really cool. Rookie cards in there. But we got Tony Oliva, which I also PC heavily. So I love that. And then in 86, he's there again as a coach. So those are cool ones. The big ones, though, are, again, the obscure Puckett rookie. Now, this is a lot more common than the team card. The postcard, there's way more. There's more of these been graded and submitted. Not a lot more, by I think like 10 more of these have been sent in. But I know there's a ton of people that do not want to submit a postcard to be slabbed, myself included. Here is a team. So if you're a super collector, there's a Puckett over there in the corner. That's on there. That's pretty cool. There's also the team cards, the smaller one. There's one card like that as well. So if you're a super collector, that's a great one to have. And then this is my first of this card. This is the 86 postcard. Beautiful card. So I got all of those sets in that lot, but also we got 3 of those 7-Eleven sets. Many people would say, if you're a Puckett fan, there are as many, I've heard it before, many will say that this is his favorite, or this is their favorite Puckett rookie. It's the 85 7-Eleven card, number 1 in the set of 12. It also has a checklist. So I had 3 of those in there. And that's a fantastic card. Much, much harder to find than the Topps, the Donruss, the Fleer. Harder to find than the O-Pee-Chee by far. Harder to find than the Leaf. So if you're a huge Puckett fan, for many people, this is their favorite. But not the hardest. It's the second hardest to find. So I just want to show you those real quick. Maybe you're a Twins fan too, BRF fan. But that's all I have for you. Super happy to have those. All right, Bader out.